Good morning, y'all. I just finished a little red light therapy session, and I'm reading The Diary of an IS Nin. I've been reading this for a while, probably, probably like a month. Clearly the fastest reader alive. No, I've been reading other things, and then I'll like come back to this and stuff. It's really good. I keep it in my bedroom, and then I haven't been doing a lot of reading in my bedroom specifically, so I think that's why this isn't something I grab. But I got my little Freya. You can't see her, but she's off screen. Well, I'll pick her up. I got Freya. Cuddling with her. Oh, please, lay back down. That didn't upset you. She's like, that's it. Actually, speaking of, my cats have been exhausted because they have been on guard duty because it rained the past 2 days, and it's like the changing of seasons. I live in, if you don't know, a 100-year-old barn, and every once in a while I do have mice. I heard the girls up in the loft like scurrying about, and I was like, they're a little too excited up there. There's something going on. So I went up there, and there was a little baby mouse, and I saved the little baby mouse. And you're supposed to take the mice like a mile or further away. But I was like, it's a baby, and I'm sure it's like mom is nearby, so I'm just gonna like let it outside. So I did just like let it outside, like right outside the house. And I don't know if it was the same one coming back or if it was just another one of the babies. But then a couple hours later, I heard the girls like scurrying again and went up there, and there was like a baby mouse. But then it jumped off. I was trying to catch it, and it jumped off the loft, like off the bridge, onto the soapstone floors, and I looked and I thought it was dead, and it was because it was stunned, I guess, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I like ran down there. I was so sad, but then it like jumped up and was like, ah, and then like running around again, and I was like, oh my god. Anyways, I caught that one, and then again I just put it back outside. Do we learn? No. But yeah, and then there was another one, and it climbed into a little hole in the wall that I had never noticed was there. So now I have a cute little mouse hole in the wall. But anyways, I woke up yesterday morning and I went to go check on the girls, and both of them had the heaviest eyes ever. Like, these cats look like they hadn't slept in so long. And I was like, bless y'all's little hearts. But they've been on edge since then because they are now convinced that there's just like going to be mice popping out of everywhere. Hopefully that's not the case. It just happens. It happens, you know, again, in the changing of seasons and stuff. You get used to it. It's not like crazy or anything. And you know, it's a 100-year-old barn. What do you expect? I've had snakes in my bedroom before. I had lizards in my house. I was washing the dishes this past summer and there was a lizard in there. I was like, what? So you can't expect to be this close to nature and it not be a little bit inside sometimes, you know? Anywho, I just went on a little bit of a tangent. I kind of feel like I want to do a quick little meditation. I do all the meditation apps, honestly. I love them all. But I think today I'm going to do the insight timer. I think the meditation I want to do is a 10-minute one. Magical alignment for manifestation on the insight timer.
First, close your eyes and get into a comfortable position. And relax.
Got my little cup of coffee and my little cauldron mug. And then I brought over my skincare from the bathroom. And I'm gonna do my skincare on the floor. and show y'all what I'm using. Fawn is crying because she wants to go outside. I feel like I haven't shown you my skincare routine in a while, and it's kind of switched up a bit, so I'll just show you what I'm currently using. After I cleanse, I start off with the Medicube pads. I've been using the red ones, but they were out of stock online, so I just tried out the blue ones. I don't know which I prefer. I think they're both pretty good. I think maybe I like the red ones a little bit more. The red one's supposed to be for more acne and like acne scars, and this is supposed to be for like your pores. Oh, Lord. But I basically just like go in circles and like scrub my face like crazy. This makes your face so smooth. It just kind of like exfoliates it. I am a really, really big fan. You kind of just want to let it dry a little bit before you add anything else. My next step is the Mother #1 serum. The smell of this is so nostalgic. I think this is one of my new favorite products. It is a bit on the, no, it's very much so on the expensive side, but it just like smells and feels like luxurious. Unfortunately, I really like it. Another product I use from the brand Mother is the Beauty Sleep Eye Cream. This wakes my eyes up like crazy. I have little eye bags, and this does me right. It feels like it's like mentholy almost. Not really, not in like an aggressive way at all, but you can just like feel it like activating your eye bags, if that makes sense. Next, we're using a Rich Barrier Cream by Versed. I have super dry skin, so I'm pretty heavy on the kind of moisturizing creams. It's just what works for me, and honestly, I'm so happy with my routine right now. While I'm letting that set, I start to activate my lymph nodes. So I do the ones down here, right here. After I finish opening those, I go in with the Clinique Moisture Surge. I use this as a moisturizer. I think a lot of people just use this as like a nighttime cream. I use it every day and every night. I love it. It's perfect for doing lymphatic drainage. I start at the neck and push down. Now that my face has been depuffed, the last step is to go in with SPF, and this is the FOREO Wonder Black Rice Daily Sunscreen. And that completes the skincare. I am going to do my makeup just off camera really quick just to get it out of the way, but I will be right back and then we'll get going with our day. Okay. Makeup is on and we are ready to start our day. I am about to start my period, and usually the couple days before your period are like a war zone with just how you feel about yourself, but I will say I do still feel like I am glowing a bit. Like, I feel good about my skin. I feel super bloated right now, if I'm being honest, but in terms of skin, I do feel really good. And I do attribute that to a few different factors, like my skincare, my diet, but also just kind of the treatments and stuff I do, such as my consistent use of red light. I'm a big fan of red light therapy. I have a few different red light devices, but the one that I've been really loving recently is today's video sponsor, which is FOREO. This is what I was using earlier. This is the FAQ 202 by FOREO. It's their silicone LED face mask. I've been using their products since the beginning of the summer, and I love this one so much because I can kind of have it stacked, like I can either read or meditate or do the dishes while I'm doing my red light. I also like to put it on top of my head too to help with hair growth. One of the kind of targeted areas I've been trying to work on with red light is acne scars, because back in the winter and spring I started getting a ton of acne, and I ended up being able to like fix all that, but I still was left with the scars. So red light is such a good way to like heal those acne scars. It also just like evens your skin tone, brightens your face. Like, I can't say enough good stuff about red light. Like, I love red light so much. I mean, red light helps with so many things like redness, pores, anti-aging, the list goes on and on and on. The thing I love about this face mask in particular though is that it has 8 different wavelengths, including NIR, to tackle signs of aging and other skin concerns. It's ultra lightweight, wireless, and made with unique flexi fit silicone molded to fit any face shape for even light coverage. Having solid skincare treatments that you can do at home especially, I feel like is such a good investment, and it's something that I do every single day. If you'd like to check out the FAQ 202 and other FOREO bestsellers, click the link in my description and use my code FAWNS30 for an extra 30% off almost all FOREO products. The code is also stackable too on already discounted items. Thank you again to FOREO for sponsoring this portion of the video. I'm a big fan of theirs, so definitely check them out if you've been feeling kind of curious or called to explore the world of red light. Now we're gonna go make a quick little breakfast. I think we're just gonna make something simple and cute. I've got some raspberries and then some chia seeds, kind of soaking in coconut milk, and then Greek yogurt. I forgot the name. We've got our little chia pudding Greek yogurt mix. I might not be able to eat all of this right now, but I can have it for a snack later. But it's cute. And it matches our little outfit. Need some honey. Which is a bit tart just because of... Oh my god, is this a complete solid? See if we can even get any out. I had to dig my hands through the honey to get some. It's little crystals. But yeah, it's just a little bit too tart with the raspberries and the Greek yogurt, you know. I'm gonna finish my breakfast and then we are gonna do some taro because I've been getting a lot of requests to bring taro back into my videos. I haven't really been incorporating that a lot. I don't know why, I just haven't felt like doing it on camera. Just because I get a lot of weird messages and comments. And it's not that I feel like I need to water myself down or not show like my real true colors of like this is what I practice and believe in, but I feel like because I get those weird messages, it makes me want to like protect it and keep it safe and not share it as much, just because I just don't want anyone to like taint it. But y'all have been asking, so we're gonna do some tarot. Okay, I'm gonna show you my small little collection of tarot and oracle decks. I don't feel super called to buy new decks a lot, and I know some people are like, you're not even supposed to buy them, like someone has to give them to you. I don't really subscribe to that, honestly. And also you shouldn't steal them. That's another thing, you have to like steal a tarot deck. No. Don't do that. Especially if it's a small business. That's bad energy. And it'll come right back to you threefold. That's literally the rules. But yeah, I don't know, I just really like to go deep into my decks, like especially my everyday tarot deck, which this is the Wildwood tarot deck. This is my holy grail, and I highly, highly, highly recommend this deck. It is such a middle ground. It's not like too shadowy. It's honestly, I've just been so fulfilled with this deck, I haven't really felt the need to get another one. But I feel like I have been a little bit curious about trying a new deck. So if you have a deck that you really think that I would like or you recommend, let me know, because I think I am kind of feeling a little curious. Maybe I will try one out. But anyways, this is such a beautiful deck. Oh, hello. I love it very much. It's very near and dear to my heart. So that's like my everyday tarot deck. This is my shadow deck for sure. This one is also very beautiful, but very heavy. This was actually the first tarot deck I ever got, and it kind of made me feel just like slightly negative about tarot, just because I was like, oh my god, like this is so heavy. And I wasn't really realizing how much of a shadow deck it was, and I was using it like an everyday tarot deck. So I would definitely not recommend this one as the everyday tarot. But If you want to go a little bit deeper and do some like shadow work, everything's upside down, sorry, then I would definitely recommend this one. And it's the Wild Unknown Tarot. Next, I have the Goddess Tarot, which honestly I have not used a lot. I don't really know why. I just haven't felt... Oh, my girl. Look who popped up. Rhiannon. Love her. This one I feel like could be more of like a special occasion or like a Sabbath kind of deck. That's kind of the energy I feel like it gives off. I don't think I'd use it as an everyday deck, but it is really, really beautiful. That's honestly all I have for the tarot, and then I just have 2 oracle decks. The first one is the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. She's an author, and I read a lot of her books around like 17, 18, 19, and they meant a lot to me, and they helped me get out of a pretty big depression, and I'm forever grateful. I don't know if I'd feel the same if I read them again now. I haven't really done it, but just at the time it was exactly what I needed, so for that I'm very grateful. And then she came out with an oracle deck. Cool. I'm dropping everything. I'm pretty sure I got this in Scotland. I cannot remember, but this is the Green World oracle deck, or I got in Asheville. But this is kind of the cards. I don't feel as called to these as I thought I would when I saw them. Like, I saw this, I was like, oh, I feel really drawn to this. But then I started working with them and I didn't really feel it that much. So, I don't use them that often. But yeah, those are all my little decks. Today we're going to use my tried and true everyday tarot, which is the Wildwood Tarot deck. I think we're just going to do like a 3-card pull. If we feel called to do something else, then we'll do something else, but I think that's the direction we're going to go in. We're going to put on some ritual oil. And then I have a little bundle of mugwort. Mugwort is one of my favorite herbs to work with. I'm going to cleanse the cards. I'm going to put it in my newest cauldron. There is a local witch shop that I've taken people on TikTok before, but I don't think I've taken y'all on YouTube. I just don't like to go because I love it so much. And I will drop $500. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So that's why we avoid it. But one day I will take y'all. I feel good, I feel connected and grounded, so let's do our tarot. Y'all, this 3-card spread I just pulled is so insanely perfect and exactly what I was going to talk to y'all about at the end of the video. Like, I had this intention of kind of bringing up this energy that I've been feeling, and I was going to do it at the end of the video, and then I pulled this deck. I pulled the first card and I was like, wow, yeah, like, this is pretty spot on. Pulled the second card and I was like, no way. Pulled the third card and I was like, you're kidding. Let's talk through it. First card I pulled is the Ace of Stones, the Foundation of Life. I feel like this tarot deck does a really good job of like showing through the artwork kind of what the card itself represents. You can see the labyrinths within the stone. But this card is all about manifestation and bringing like your thoughts and dreams and ideas into the material world. And just like having that ability to do so, you know, which is something I hold near and dear to my heart, if you know anything about me. The second card is the Shaman, which is the first card of the tarot. If you see here, he's got everything that represents earth, air, fire, and water. Hi, Fani. But it basically represents having these energies and this level of consciousness that just like defies human ability, you know, and it's just deemed such a like magical entity and like energy. The last card pulls everything together and is so perfect, but it is the Six of Vessels, the reunion card. Taking the time to really plug into the universe and kind of open your channel to receiving whatever it wants to tell you, it can be so rewarding. And when you get a card pull like this, that's just, it's like, yeah. So how this kind of resonates back with me and the place I'm at in my life right now, and kind of what I was going to explain to you later, is just, I've been feeling like I am coming back to myself again, especially like in my spiritual practice and just like, I don't know, my inner power. This has been such an intense year, especially this summer. The summer has been so freaking brutal. This whole year has been very brutal, like a very transformational year. And I love summer so much, but I've just been like ready for the energy to be over and to have like a new energy. And I feel like the energy that has come in for fall has been a lot softer. And I've started feeling myself kind of like waking up again in a spiritual sense. I didn't lose my practice this year, but I definitely was in such a like survival mode that it had to go on the back burner, or I felt like it had to. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I am very good at manifesting. Very good. The good and the bad. I'm serious. If I say something in a video or just say something in general in my life, it comes true. Like either that day or like a week later. It is crazy. Like I have so much digital footprint of me manifesting things. That is something that I'm very good at and something I've been able to tap into. I mean, my entire life is one big manifestation, and that's something I've talked about. Like when I was a little kid, I would just like sit there and I would dream of this place like over and over again. Every single night I would dream of this place. And like, yeah, it's just my entire life is like one big manifestation. I've been hanging out with this guy that I met at the emergency vet like a month ago. And which was also manifestation, because I had talked about like, oh, I don't know how I'm ever gonna meet a guy my age, like blah blah blah. In my video, we were down by the river and I talked about it and being like, oh, how am I gonna meet a guy my age? And then literally not even 3 hours later, Fawn got a random UTI, so I had to take her to the emergency vet on a Saturday night, and he was there, and then we really hit it off. And yeah, I've talked about this before, but if you're just tuning in, just to give some backstory, but he's talked about like, I've never believed in manifestation before, ever, but like now that I have met you, like I fully believe in manifestation. And I think that's like one of my favorite compliments, honestly. Like that's happened a lot in my life where like friends and stuff will be like, you know, I don't really believe in this sort of stuff, and then I love being able to like change their mind or just like show them how powerful manifestations can be. So getting the Foundation of Life card, where it's all about like manifestations and like bringing your dreams into reality, obviously that just feels like I need to just like tape this to my body, like this belongs to me. And then also just like the shaman and it just being like a kind of like a connection to this of being like, your manifestation powers are insane. And like you are such a magical person, and come back to yourself. Like you've lost yourself, but like this is what's going on inside of you. And then the reunion card just kind of like pulling it all together, being like, this is who you are and the energy that you have, and this is me saying it's coming back to you. You know what I mean? So I just think this is really special. I do feel like I wish I could articulate myself the way I would like to. I definitely struggle with that a little bit. But I think I'm just like so like about it that I can't even put my words together. So yeah, this is just really special card pull for me. I feel like I say that every time I do a card pull, because every single time I do a card pull, it is so special. I love the way the tarot makes me feel. It makes me feel so light and like seen and held, and it just makes me feel so close to nature, and I need to go in the woods like right now. So let's go on a walk in the woods. We're gonna go somewhere special. So I'm gonna go get dressed and then we're gonna go. I've got on this little vintage dress. And then green hunter boots. I've had this dress for a really long time, but I never really wear it for some reason. I was going to sell it, and then I looked at it again, and I was like, this is real cute. Maybe I shouldn't sell this. It's got like buttons all the way down, which is cute. I think I just didn't really like the neckline for some reason. I don't know. Now I don't know why I didn't like it, because it's really cute. So anyways, we're going to go walk in the woods. I just moved over here to a bit of the shadier spot of the bridge, but I'm gonna try not to move too much because the camera's on the bridge, so I don't want it to be super shaky. I really wish I had time to get in the river. Like, I really just want to jump in a body of water. I feel like that'd be so healing, but I don't have time. Despite how slow I took my morning, I have a ton to do today, so I do not have time to jump into the river. Plus, it's been raining the past 2 days, so the river is pretty muddy anyways, but one day soon, before it gets cold. I feel very fulfilled today. I filled my morning with so many of the rituals that make me so happy and just really fill out my cup. I have such a desire to take everything super slow, but at the same time, I have so many things that I want to do artistically. Like, I am so overwhelmed with all of the things I want to capture. I'm just like bursting with ideas all the time, and I just don't have enough energy to execute all of them. And I feel like, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been making YouTube videos that are shorter, like significantly shorter, and I'm trying to do them more consistently. I'm trying this out to see how I feel, because I definitely feel like I have the tendency to make this like really, really long YouTube video that kind of like consumes my entire week in terms of filming and editing. And I am really slow at editing. I think it's because I just get distracted. I have a really hard time like locking in the editing space. I just really struggle to like sit down in a desk and focus. Like, that's my ADHD thing. Like, I wish that I could just be filming all the time and not editing. And I do think that my dislike for editing kind of ruins it. Ooh. I don't know if you could hear that, but a branch just fell. My dislike for editing kind of makes me not want to film as much, because then I know that I'm going to have to edit it later, and I don't want it to be like too much and all this sort of stuff. And I don't like that feeling at all, because I really want to give myself space to kind of encapsulate everything that I want into a video. But yeah, I guess I just feel like I have to keep myself on a tight leash, I guess, because of the editing. And I have had a lot of people reach out to me to be like, oh my gosh, like, if you want an editor, like, I'm so down. Like, you can, you know, I'm so down to edit your videos, which I really appreciate. But I just don't think I'm at a place where that makes sense for me right now. I definitely think that's something I will explore in the future, but I don't think I can do that right now. You know, I just don't think it makes sense. But I wish it did, honestly, because the idea of just like me being able to just spend a majority of my time filming and just capturing more life rather than sitting at my desk and editing like that sounds really good. But then again, it's like I still have this like image in my head of what it would be like, and editing is part of that like magical process, and I feel like I would feel disconnected if I wasn't able to still be a part of the editing somehow. So I think I would do, if I ever hired an editor, I would do like the big cut where I would do like the kind of rough editing, and then they go in and do like the nitty-gritty stuff, because I don't really think that that's where my like specialties lie. I think other people are a lot more gifted in that area than I am. Like, for some reason, adding text to the YouTube screen, super easy. I hate doing it. Like, I just can't be bothered. So I don't know. I find it to be very difficult to get myself to like enjoy editing. So I don't know. It's funny. It is funny. But yeah, long story short, I'm trying to make shorter YouTube videos. I may be saying this now, and then this video turned out to be so long. Honestly, it's hard to tell, because I do feel like I have been yapping a lot. So, who knows? It just feels so good to be out here, and I would love to have more time to be out here, and then to take y'all out here with me, you know? I'm feeling so grateful that I even have those problems that I'm talking about, where I'm like complaining about like how long it takes me to edit or whatever. Like, this is what I get to do for work. And teenage Anna would be so thrilled. Teenage Anna would be so thrilled to have the problems that I'm speaking of right now. Like, you know, I'm so grateful. It's just been so nice to have this platform and have such a lovely like community that makes me feel like I'm not just speaking into the void. You know, I don't know. I love that there's so many kindred spirits out there, and I think that's what I have always loved about YouTube. That's just what I love about YouTube. Even before I was a creator, like getting to, you know, jump into somebody else's world through a video that they created. Like, I love that, and I find that so inspiring. And I'm so glad that I have like my own version of that where I get to do that now, because I loved that so much before I was a creator, and now that I'm a creator, I get to do that. And I think that's really cool, and I'm so happy that there are people who relate to, I don't know, my stuff, or not even relate, but just enjoy, or I don't know. I just like that you like my stuff. I mean, I think you like my stuff if you're here. I don't know how long this video is, but it's probably long. Shoot. I think I'm just trying to say that I'm feeling very grateful for my community and everybody who's been so loving and so supportive. Like, I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be able to be sitting here right now doing this if it wasn't for y'all. So, not a day goes by that I don't realize that, you know? But I'm gonna end the video here because I do have to get on with my day. I have a lot to do. But we had such a cute morning, and I'm so glad that you joined me for it. I will see you guys very, very soon. Okay, love you. Bye.